the top 24 bracket. SF on the Samus up against Praspian. This time Praspian, I think is actually from Springfield. He's there all the time. I'm not sure if he's traveling from real close. So if he's not in ISUs, he's probably Springfield indeed. But he plays Inkling, of course. We're seeing this cute little blue Inkling battling it out, and they're both, what's the word for it? Sizing each other up. Though.
Yeah. You know, neutral is being established. You know, as to what the norm will be. Oh, gets him with that splat bomb there, coming off of ledge.
Oh yeah, but Praspian isn't really committing to anything so much here. He knows SF is definitely an opponent to be wary of. I like the get up there, getting out of the neutral B with perfect timing.
And it'll be interesting to see how SF plays this compared to how we saw him play versus LSW. You know, because Inkling, you know, far and away a different character than Younglink, no surprise there, but that's also going to change entirely how Samus plays. I think we're going to see way less charge shots being thrown out to sort of break up those fire arrows and boomerangs.
There's a big charge shot coming out right now, though. Looking for another one on the get up, but Praspian once again playing a little conservatively, waiting for the option to come out. And the two of them are kind of stalemated here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think that must be a weaker hitbox on a back air there from Praspian. He's looking to go deep for the back air, and he gets it on the second try.
Wow. Okay. Inkling, one of those characters who absolutely can go deep because they have such a great recovery. Although he's going to get called out using that roller to get back on stage, but SF doesn't flinch and hits him with that uppie.
One thing that I do know of Praspian's play, having played against and watched plenty matches of Praspian, is that sometimes he can be a little overeager on the side B. He's gotten punished by 2 out of 3 of them that he's thrown out so far. It's a great, rewarding move, but if it's not, if it's predictable at all, it's definitely going to be very punishable, especially by someone like SF, who always has these quick options available. If he's got a charged neutral B, it's going to punish that really well. But he is keeping it quite even at this point. Praspian doing a great job of taking the first stock. But once again, the punish with the up B, it's a great out of shield option to deal with. The side B, SF securing that kill again with the back air.
SF has not been caught slipping on Praspian recovering with those side Bs. He's called him out consistently each time.
A great piece of Praspian's kit here with the Inkling is that jab. He got a big amount of ink there. Oh, okay. The bomb will clash with the charge shot, which is a great actual thing there. It's a little bit disadvantageous for Inkling, but in a pinch, it will definitely solve some problems for you.
And it's nice to know that at least if you're, because the startup for Splat Bomb takes a while. So if you get caught in that startup, at least you know that there's a good chance that you won't be punished with a charge shot.
There's some great aerial options that we keep seeing from Praspian, making sure to make the best of his startup frames and end frames. This should be a kill when he gets the forward smash. There it is. SF on his last stock as well as Praspian. This one's pacing a little bit slower than a couple matches that we've seen before, but no less intense.
Oh, gets unfortunately the sour spot on that down air, but that would have been a kill. Oh, gets some nice damage from that roller. That's the first one that actually connected from him recovering with it.
Yeah, that was the optimal punish here from Praspian, and a little bit of a lacking mash from SF. He could have gotten out of there without taking any damage, especially at a higher, well, despite being at a little bit higher of a percent there at that point. Praspian's got a lot of damage on him, so those charge shots are looking scarier and scarier all the time.
SF getting punished for that uppie out of shield, albeit not too hard. Gets the back throw off stage. How is he going to get him?
Another one's going to kill there. He avoids the bomb.
The bomb into the charge shot. That is is that a confirm? Like a true confirm?
No idea.
It looked like it was.
What do I look
imagine
like
if you time. What do I look like, a Samus main?
Oh shoot! I was thinking of Praspian's ledge guarding a second before, not even the killing one. I was just still thinking about the bomb that he put out. So you'd have to wait. What was the question?
So
sorry, Teach. I wasn't paying attention.
So SF dropped a bomb like with down B. And
they catch him on.
Praspian jumped into it, and then SF shot a charge shot, and it connected from the bomb into the charge shot.
Yeah, it'll do that at a lot of percentages, just because the bomb puts you in a lot of hit stun.
Okay. I wasn't too sure.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on a few things on timing, but there's definitely a lot of places where it will definitely be true.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Switching up some colors here.
Yeah,
nice contrasting blue and yellow.
I don't like the yellow Inkling. Controversial opinion, but it's not for me.
Oh, you're gonna get canceled.
What?
Talking smack about yellow Inkling.
I don't like it. I'm sorry.
I think all the Inklings are just like moderately funny. That's just my standard feeling on Inklings. There's no like particular one. I think if I played Inklings, I'd just switch to a different one.
Yeah,
for like every game, just be like, oh,
they're all
green
goofy.
yellow this time. SF's covered in quite a bit of ink here. That makes him take a lot more damage and knockback from a lot of moves. That signs up Praspian for some more opportunities. He's going to get punished once again for the side B. And SF taking no hesitation to use the up B out of shield twice in a row here. Just mounts on that damage. It makes it even easier, especially off ledge, to get something like that down B into charge shot or like a back air. And he's looking for both.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, SF definitely got a nice, well, I don't want to call it a lead here, but
and that's definitely a lead. There's a lot for him to confirm out off of here. SF isn't quite into an easy confirm range for a lot of things that Inkling has, even like the side B at this point.
Ooh. Oh, I wanted to see a grab there from that air dodge. That will kill, though.
Yep.
Right.
Praspian was able to hang on through a lot of damage there, though, definitely making the most of that stock and doing a great job of bringing back the damage deficit. An up air here is going to be great. He can cover a lot of the stage, especially with that bomb that he places, but SF's going to be the one that gets the better of that exchange.
Yeah, honestly, Praspian was living close to 200% there that first stock, which is huge if you're Inkling. Like, that's pretty uncommon.
Yeah, he almost dipped a toe into the big 200.
Yeah, the big 2-0.
Right. SF using those invulnerability frames to his advantage here, making sure he gets some early damage in and not going to be too phased by the bomb being placed by the Inkling. Ooh. Oh, he goes extra deep, calling out the side B for recovery, and he's got a full stock lead now. That
was a nice little exchange by SF there, just reading every one of Praspian's move.
This is the situation Praspian really wants to be in, having SF above him. Oh, he's not pressing advantage as much as I would like to see with all that ink on SF. Yeah. It's definitely a situation, especially with someone with lower percent, he could make so much more out of this, but he's a little worried about engaging SF because SF has had some great defensive options.
True, especially when you're behind in stocks already. It's difficult to find motivation to approach.
Yeah, but not taking big bets like that might be what signs the death warrant for him here, because SF is looking for some nasty early kills, especially with those up tilts on ledge. Those could potentially spike if they hit with the right hitbox down there right below the edge. And he's almost even had the opportunity to hit with the charge shot. This one's going to miss, though. Bump going out for Praspian as he gets a down smash, which is really big. Going deep for a back air as well.
That up tilt, not going to do it, but will we see a repeat of last game? He does get the charge shot, but he does not find the kill on the ledge here. Man, these charge shots are finding their mark time and time again.
Yeah, Praspian does a great job of waiting out all of those projectiles available, but in the end, SF is ready for just about every option other than like a drop and regrabs ledge.
Yeah, I like there at the end. It seemed like SF baited out that aggressive option. He shot off those charge shots. Praspian waited, and then SF sort of dashed in. Praspian saw that, went for the aggressive option himself with that forward air, and SF dashed right back out and punished with a back air. Some great conditioning there, whether that's intentional or not.
Whoa.
Yo?
Donkey Kong.
Yo?
Yeah, SF is definitely looking quite strong in this matchup so far. Praspian is going to have to evaluate a couple things in his play, namely those punishable moves that we've seen, and the spacing is just going to have to be a little bit closer, especially when he goes off ledge to ledge guard. He needs some earlier kills to keep the pace with SF.
Yeah, he's gotta find some combos here or something. Like, it seems like he's just trying to find a way in, and that's like his game plan. But you know, Inkling does have combos at their disposal. It might be hard to find those on Samus, but you gotta find something here.
SF is a little scary here. Praspian not quite going deep for the punish options. He took quite a lot of damage from that early combo from SF, but he's starting to even it up at this point. Not grabbing the ledge there is actually going to pan out in favor of Praspian here. He's got SF all inked up, and the only thing that's going to stop him from continuing that is the up B out of shield. Finally, Praspian takes the first kill with a great grounding with the side B.
SF actually behind once in this set. I don't know if we've seen him at a stock disadvantage yet. But we'll see how that plays on the mentality. Although, doesn't seem to be affecting him too much as he puts on this pressure, getting closer and closer to finding this kill against Praspian. Charge shot at ledge, not going to do much, but he keeps stage control. That up B unpunished.
Yeah, those up Bs are looking pretty scary at this point, though, since Praspian will die to them even grounded at this point. Those little bombs are still doing their job. Whoa, what a setup. Very ambitious from SF. It doesn't quite pan out there. I think the percent on Praspian is just a little too large for that to actually confirm. And I mean, Praspian is getting close to 200 as he's actually going to hit at this point. Once again, Praspian doing a great job of holding onto stocks well into the high percents.
Yeah, this is not what you want if you're SF. Like, he's not taking much percent while Praspian's holding onto the stock, but the moment, just like that he starts taking percent, it gets worse and worse, because how do you find this kill here? You know, he's been at kill percent for 50% and nothing's happened, but finally that dash attack will connect. Not after he took 63% though.
SF's doing some weirder things now. Do you see going off ledge to charge a nearly full charged charge shot while Praspian went very low? That's something that we haven't seen from him. It ended up getting him a kill in the end, I don't think because of that. But it's a little interesting to see his gameplay switching up a little bit. Praspian's getting more mileage out of those side Bs. I love seeing them used more as a way of punishing, and it's keeping him ahead of SF at this point. Yeah,
he's definitely done a good job of holding on to this lead, and he'll take that stock now with that
awesome
roller.
What a great way to punish out of the side B, forcing SF into like a 50-50.
SF finding the charge shot. If he can find this kill early, you know, that obviously that's what he wants, but I'm not convinced that he's able to.
SF starting to whiff a couple moves there. I'm not sure what that forward air moving away is actually going to move his hurt box closer. He would have been better suited to just run and jump away. But he still is going to be getting those consistent uppies out of shield to punish Praspian, who's threading the needle on some charge shots, but it's not enough to get away from the dash attack in the end. Praspian still has that lead, but SF is looking to clear that up quite quickly. He's on that 2-0 match point right now.
Honestly, just that one combo from SF pretty much evened up this game. Despite him being at disadvantage, well, not disadvantage, being behind the entirety of it.
Oh, he catches him! Finally, the charge shot going off ledge is going to catch Praspian. That's something that we've seen so much of, and so finally Praspian lets down his guard a little bit. And what was actually his best game of the series is going to go SF's way, ending out with a 3-0 record for SF. He's going to be heading on to top 8 on the winner's side, along with Magician, Hippo Just, and Ethan for your final update.